90% of the gains went to the top 10%, 43% to the top 1%, and we also got most of the tax cuts. All we're being asked to do is to kick back in a little money by paying what we paid when I was president, and upper income people did just fine, but it was the only time in the last 30 years that every quintile, that is the bottom 20%, the 40%, the 60%, the 80%, in percentage terms, your income went up just as much as the top 20%, and we were all growing together. That's what President Obama wants to do. Now, if you look at his opponent, he says, no, we need to do what we did under President Bush. We need to have a big tax cut for high-income people, and we need to cut all these investments and cut all this education and repeal the student loan law. Make college loans more expensive and increase the dropout rate. That's their proposal. And we need to cut the Medicaid program by a third. Just helps poor kids, most of them in working families. Oh, and it does help Medicare seniors who are living in nursing homes. And it does help middle-class families with children with disabilities, with autistic conditions, and cerebral palsy and developmental disabilities, whose parents could not even work if they were not helped to meet their children's exceptional cost. He wants to cut all that to give me another tax cut. And you say, well, we don't think the numbers add up. Because even if you make up for this $5 trillion that you want to cut in taxes, or the $2.5 trillion you want to spend, President Obama doesn't, even if you could do that, you still haven't reduced the deficit 1 red cent. So give us a budget. You know, you're the finance guy. And he says, see me about that after the election. See me about that. It's always, see me about that after the election. When I was a kid growing up in Hot Springs, Arkansas, we had a great guy who had a bar. And at noon, he'd quit serving beer on the school day so the kids could come in and have sandwiches. But otherwise, he had a little sign on the bar that said, Wendy's, free beer tomorrow. And he had a deal with the electric company that they never started to sign on. So I was in there one day, and this guy came in and said, hi, Wendy, I came in yesterday and had a beer. I'd like my free beer now. He said, go out and read the sign. Tomorrow never came. So when a politician tells me, see me about that after the election, it makes me know there's something ugly in there he doesn't want me to see. My president is not afraid for you to see his budget or his plans or his commitments, and they are better. We should elect Barack Obama. This will tell you all you need to know about this election. Governor Romney says if he is elected, people will be so elated. I'm being serious now. That the economy will produce 12 million jobs in the next 4 years. Now, I am sure it's just a coincidence. Or maybe he forgot. Because as President Obama has told us, there's this great public health epidemic, this virus sweeping across America, causing a condition known as Romnesia. And the virus is so rampant that anybody's vulnerable to getting a little of it. So maybe just caught a little piece of Romnesia. But what he forgot to tell you is this. Just a few days before that 12 million jobs promise was made, an independent business forecaster, Moody's Analytics, said to all of us that we will get 12 million jobs in the next 4 years if we just don't mess up what the president has already done. Because I want us to go together, not apart. Because he's been a good commander-in-chief, a good decider-in-chief, a proven cooperator. Because he's got better plans for the future. Because you and your children and our country will be better off, I strongly recommend that we re-elect the next President of the United States, the current